Do you guys think the Guardians of the Galaxy are accepting applications? I'd work for them. I'd be a cook. I'm Italian, I can make pizza. Maybe a janitor. On second thought, I doubt that Rocket Raccoon uses the toilet, so maybe not their janitor. Hey everybody, you're watching the Young Folks Weekend Box Office Report for the weekend of August 1st to August 3rd.
Drop it!
Hey.
Drop it now!
Hey, cool, man. No problem. No problem at all.
How do you know about this?
I don't even know what that is. I'm just a junker, man. I was just checking stuff out.
You don't look like a junker. You're wearing rabbit cigar.
It's just an outfit, man. Ninja Turtle, you better stop poking me.
What is your name?
My name is Peter Quill, okay? Dude, chill out.
Move!
Why?
Ronan may have questions for you.
Hey, you know what? There's another name you might know me by. Star-Lord.
So Guardians of the Galaxy skyrocketed past any and all expectations this weekend when it opened above 95 million. And if numbers hold, that would make it the highest grossing Marvel weekend of the year, passing Captain America 2, which was also a gigantic smash hit for Marvel. Now going into this weekend, the movie was only expected to make about 68 million, which would have been on par with most of the other first movies in the Marvel universe, like Captain America and Thor, but Marvel went hard promoting this movie. They got the names out there. Before you found out about this movie, did anyone know who the Guardians of the Galaxy were? Like Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, everyone knows them. But if you went up to a random stranger on the street, not in a comic book store of course, and asked them who Drax the Destroyer was, you probably would have gotten this look. Yeah, I'm drugs. But yeah, all that has changed now that this movie had a huge blockbuster opening weekend. After opening with about 11 million midnight on Thursday night, it was expected to be in possibly the 100 million range because that made it the biggest midnight debut of the year. But after a little bit slowing of the matinees on Friday, the movie grossed about 38 million in its first day, landing it just behind Transformers. And so yeah, Transformers is still the only movie to debut with over 100 million, supposedly. But this is still a gigantic, amazing debut for Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's a huge success for everyone involved. Chris Pine, his star is just exploding right now. He's taking off after being just a little comedy man on NBC for so long. He's got the next Guardians of the Galaxy on his plate, and he's got Jurassic World, and he's the next superstar. And like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was already greenlit by Marvel and Disney, with James Gunn set to direct the sequel, which rarely ever happens. They take back the director for the second movie. And so yeah, watch out for this property because it can only get bigger from here. And with a 92% certified fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes and an A Cinema score, this movie is probably going to hold out for a little while to come. And at number 2, Lucy came in with about 18 million for a 60% weekend fall, which is to be expected considering the movie's somewhat negative audience response. Still, this is a female action movie that's going to hit over 100 million, almost guaranteed, and there's nothing but good things that can come from that. And at number 3, we have the other weekend debut, Get On Up, directed by Tate Taylor and starring Chadwick Boseman and Viola Davis. This movie looks to haul almost 15 million for the weekend, which is not exactly a stellar debut. It's about in the same ballpark range as Jersey Boys, directed by Clint Eastwood, but August is famous for carrying more adult-oriented films into higher box office grosses considering opening weekend. Like, it's about the same time frame The Help came out, so everyone involved is probably hoping that this movie can hold extremely well through the next few months. And at number 4, Hercules falls about 65% to come in with about a 10 million weekend, and I'm sure everyone at Paramount Pictures was hoping for a less steep of a fall. And it's not a good sign for this movie considering it didn't have that high an opening to begin with at about 29 million. So with the current total of about 52 million, it looks like this movie is going to fizzle out in the 70 million range, which really is not the best overall box office considering the talent involved. But again, no one should really be too hurt by this property. And then at number 5, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes still going strong in its 4th weekend, bringing in about 8 million for a total of 190 million, which is very impressive and shows that this movie is going to easily land over the 200 million mark, which is something that other summer blockbusters such as Spider-Man and Godzilla were hardly able to and not yet able to accomplish. The rest of the weekend box office can be seen here. There's nothing else too impressive besides the very light hold for And So It Goes, which debuted very small last weekend, so even the small hold of about 30% isn't going to do that much for this movie's box office. And so that was the weekend box office. Guardians of the Galaxy really took off. And even though 4 movies are opening next weekend, including Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Step Up, All In, Into the Storm, and The 100-Foot Journey, it seems likely that Guardians of the Galaxy will probably easily take first place again. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys subscribe to the Young Folks YouTube channel and go check out the website. And have a great weekend, everybody. Until next time, this is Michael signing out.